How's it going, everyone? It's Alan Little with the Little Motivation here. And today, what I'm grateful for is my community. I'm so grateful for my community. Ever since moving to Kansas City, I've been surrounded by nothing but loving, caring people that really want to see me succeed, really want to see me win, and really supports me. And I do my best to support them as well, but they just give the love right back. They just, love you more, love you more, love you more. So I'm extremely grateful for a community. In particular, I just started a community some time ago called the Lion Team. And that's a Facebook group. If you look up Facebook, just the Lion Team group. And it's something that is taking off. We had almost 200 people join yesterday. It's a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a great community, feel free to join the Lion Team on Facebook. Today's question is, Alan, how do I find a positive community? That's the question I always get. How to find a positive community? Well, first things first, you have to get out the house. I could just end the video there. Just kidding. You have to get out the house. The positive community does not live on the other side of Netflix. It does not live on the other side of Disney Plus. You have to get out the house. And while you're out the house, be sure to always be aware of people's energies. Sometimes you can bump into your best friend at a supermarket, but you'll have no idea who they are or wouldn't ever meet them if you're in this inner bubble. So I always kind of leave my heart open for if I bump into someone and they have a good vibe, I'm saying something. I'm saying, hey man, where are you from? Love your energy. Because usually when you connect with a positive person, they got positive friends on the other side of them as well. So that's one way the community can really grow is through them. So that's the first thing I would say. Meet people while you're already out. Be aware of their vibes. And don't be afraid to say, hey, I just like your energy. It's such a non-invasive way to connect with someone. Number 2 is evaluate your outlook on your initial impressions of people. A lot of us have an outlook on people that initially they're negative. They have an outlook that says initially you can't trust people. It's kind of like this verdict that people are guilty until proven innocent. And unfortunately, we live in a reality where if we believe that, we'll actually start to see that. Indeed, we'll actually start to create that, to be honest, to be completely honest. I gave a TED Talk about the little voice in our head. And in my TED Talk, I spoke about how the way we speak to ourselves not only impacts us, but it actually creates our physical reality. This is no different. If we have a little voice in our head that's constantly saying, you can't trust people, no new friends, no new friends, you're going to experience yourself having no new friends. And you're going to grow up. Go to your old age with like 5 friends your entire life. And nothing wrong with that if they're deep, nourishing relationships. But I'm talking about creating new friends that reflect who you truly are. I'm talking about a community that inspires you versus devours you. I'm talking about people that you don't have to really explain yourself to anymore. They just get you. We all deserve that type of community to surround ourselves with. So it's our initial outlook of the world, really, that already starts to set the pace of how we attract the people in our life that really resonates with who we truly are. Number 3 is be a giver. Be a giver. In the movie The Lion King, the new version that came out in 2019, Simba asked his father, hey, how do I be a good king? Or what's the best way to be a good king? And Mufasa said, Simba, most kings are looking around for what they can take. The true king looks for what can he give? That resonated with me so much because I have this new philosophy of what would it be like to be an active go-giver? I mean, to actively go out and say, what can I give? How can I add value? How can I add value? There's a lady I know, and I'm gonna call her out. Her name is Beth. She's here in Kansas City. And there was a time where I was just looking for a new house, looking for a place. And for 2 weeks straight, she was talking to everybody looking for me, helping everybody. I'm not paying her or anything. I'm like, why does she keep working for me. I mean, she tried before. She'll have to keep trying. She kept going and going and going until she found something. And because her mindset is, Alan needs help, I'm a go-giver, I'm going to go help him. And she just does it. And so I'm just asking us to be like Beth. Just be a go-giver. How can we use our power to help others? And I've noticed that the people that are go-givers, they tend to have a huge community of people that love them. And then the people that think about themselves, that they're secretly a taker, sometimes secretly, sometimes obviously a taker, well, they tend to be a little bit more isolated. And we don't have to live in that isolation. So one way we can build community is just being a go-giver. How many people can we give to everyone we come across? I mean, just try it just for a week and just see what happens. Try it just for a week and see what happens. And the next thing is number 4. Make one new deep friend a week. One new deep friend a week. Because making this one new deep friend a week, it gives us time to really sit down and go deep with a person. A community is not a bunch of people we know at 10%. A community can be just a small group that we know at 80%. We know at 90%. And having this type of group, sometimes we don't even need 1 million friends. Sometimes you only need 2 or 3 people that you've gone really, really deep with to feel nourished inside as a person. Like, wow, my social circle, they love me and I'm going really deep with them. And those nourishing relationships are what feeds our soul. Those nourishing relationships, those are really, really important. So don't be afraid to just say, you know what, I'm just going to make one new friend a week, maybe one new friend a month. I mean, you can go at your own pace, but you don't have to meet 1 million people. For the people that have anxiety, they have to go out and meet 1,000 people. We don't have to do all of that. I start off with just 1, 2 friends and maybe 1 here, 1 there. And next thing I know, it just people know people and things take off. So you can do that. And the last aspect is learn how to become best friends with your higher self. For me, my higher self, I like to say my creator. Sometimes I say God, but we can call it whatever we want. But just learn how to become best friends with it, with whatever you believe, if you believe. I, for one, have to say that I am best friends with my higher self. I am best friends with our creator. In my mind, I imagine God is basically Whitney Houston. She's Whitney Houston and she loves me and she's so caring and she's singing. And just not too long ago on my TV, I had a Whitney Houston concert playing and I was just at the concert with God, just like, yeah, just singing. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. I'm just doing all of that. And we have that choice of taking our understanding of our creator or our higher self and making it something that we can hold on to in our mind. And then here's the secret. Learn how to fall in love with it. My life has changed when I fell in love with our creator. Not when I understood or thought I understood our creator. Not even necessarily when I believed in our creator. When I fell in love with our creator, the same way I would fall in love with a woman. It's the same type of love that can go for our creator. And after falling in love, my life has been nothing but just bliss ever single since. I mean, I rarely ever deal with isolation or loneliness because I'm never alone. Like Michael Jackson, you are not alone. I am here with you. I'm really feeling myself with the music today, just letting it flow. So I want to say that though, fall in love with your higher self. And that could be something that can really, really fill that void like no other. And it's okay to have people in our life that supports our higher self. Have people in our life that supports the love that we're receiving from higher self. So to recap, number 1, get out the house. Sorry. And if you are quarantined, you can maybe go for a walk. It's okay. You can go for a walk out in the park or so and maybe a little social distance wave. Hey, I'm John. Hit me up sometime. Number 2, evaluate your initial outlook on people. Number 3, be a giver. Number 4, one new deep friend a week. Number 5, learn how to become best friends with your higher self. I just want to say that I love you with all of my heart. And if you are looking for a loving, positive community, feel free to join the Lion Team. We are just growing and connecting, and we have chiropractors, we have real estate people, we have singers, we have artists, and they're all on that same positive frequency. So if you just look on Facebook and just look up the Lion Team, it should be the group. Go ahead and join. I'll accept you, and we'll love to have you. So with that being said, I'm glad you were my guest. You're sweet like cornbread. I hope you stay blessed. Namaste.